Hey, everybody. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me.
Watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead.
Thank you, Waze. I appreciate your help. Hey, Gma. Mr. Eve is actually at home. Hey, Lulu. Oh, 18-wheelers. Y'all, they're my favorite to drive by, especially if you have one in the front and, two on the side and one behind you. It's a death sandwich. Hi, Angie. I haven't got there yet. I still have 6 hours to drive, y'all. I won't get there until 2 in the morning, but I'm in Tennessee, so that's good. I know. Did everyone see the Don Wells Family Official YouTube video? If you haven't, go check it out. But basically,
Watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead.
Basically, it was about, I remember Benny Keys, and I think Lizzie B. Savage was collaborating on the legislation change for Tennessee to basically stop exploiting children, missing children, etc. Well, it basically said that, reiterated that for Summer Wells, 1 year going missing in honor of that. It also said something about filling the holes in the gap of the Amber Alert system, right? And what was the other one? Oh, to stop putting out private calls that were recorded. Yeah. I just have a few things to say about that. Personally. Lulu said, I believe it was Aussie Insider that penned the petition and Lizzie helped promote it heavily. Right. Well, it said Benjamin Lindsay on the original legislation that has similar tones, right? And I mean, I agree with pretty much 3/4 of that legislation. However, it's the irony and the hypocrisy, and I made a video about that. I mean, you can't be one and say don't do that to the other. I have a huge problem with hypocrisy. Huge. And in my opinion, Summer Wells, I forgot that my camera wasn't on, sorry. Summer Wells, maybe, just maybe, if these phone calls weren't put out there, she may never be found because there's no information. Corruption in law enforcement does happen. So there's kind of like a, which one matters more, right? And, when you have a missing child, in my opinion, you don't have privacy. I mean, you still have what you have within the law. But to me, you got to do anything and everything you can for your child. So. Lulu says, yeah, that was back when they were both his mods. But I gotcha. I think they put his name on it. Right. I don't even know the full extent of that either. I don't. But I don't know. I never want to have my child missing, but please.
Watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead.
Sorry, y'all. Please put my shit out there. I don't care. I don't have anything to hide. And to me, it's like, yeah, I understand having privacy. I do. I think that you should be notified that you are being recorded. I do. And if you consent to that, whatever happens with that conversation, it is what it is. But if there's anything incriminating on a phone call, you probably should not be having that conversation. Because I look at phone calls just the same as I do text messages. They might just show up any time, right? Hey, Kim Maple. Long time no see. So right now I am about, I think, an hour and a half away from Knoxville, maybe two and a half, something like that. No problem. Yeah, so I just, for some reason, when that got brought up, I was like, man, I remember going over this before. And it's striking a nerve with me just like it is now. I do believe that there are people who are exploiting missing children. I do. It's obvious, right? But the ones that scream it the most are the ones that either support someone doing it or are doing it themselves. And it's just the irony, right? The hypocrisy, it kills me, really does. It's one thing to talk about and cover missing children's cases while being monetized. I think that's completely fine. I do. But I don't think that people should get involved in other people's finances, right? When you're covering cases, any case. It's when you start, this is the exploitation that pisses me off. Let's go start a FundMe for the family. Let's start going and doing all of these events and putting, the donations, anything other than trying to either find the missing person or child or, materials to promote awareness. That's the exploitation that I'm thinking of, not these small creators who were just trying to get the information out there. Because we get blasted the most. I dropped $800 for these shirts with Summer's face on it to try to help Tennessee, have a place for these victims of drug and human trafficking to go. And not a dime would go to me. And because the big creators and the subs heard incorrect information about the shirts, I sold 5 or 6. That is a net of maybe $30. Because, I have to pay for shipping, materials, and I don't care about that. But they single-handedly made it so negative that I am 600 in the hole, and I still don't care. But to some people who don't have that and really are invested, that is awful. That's awful. So just, I lit a fire in my ass when I saw that whole thing. Because what you're really saying, whoever put that on there, is don't put potentially criminal suspects who happen to be the parents on blast so that no one can really see who they really are and how that child really lived, to not form an opinion. Because it's law enforcement's job to not only find these children or missing persons, but to protect the public from said monsters if in fact they are suspect, because they're the only ones that know the data. They're the only ones that know the facts. Right? Oh, here, I'm sorry. It goes in and out sometimes. Yeah, I've got 6 hours left. And my mods, who are not in here right now because I didn't tell them I was going live, are just having a grand old time. They're already there. They planned ahead. Well, kind of. But anyway, I will actually leave Friday. I'm staying until Friday to go record some of the places that I think are 100% gorgeous, beautiful, that gets overlooked because of, you know, the issues within Hawkins County that are valid. Oh, thank you, Lulu. And I don't care about the subs or the views. I mean, yes, it's important to keep this channel going so that I can do what I do. But when big creators smash little creators with no facts, with lies, you know, their subs and their members are going to automatically assume it's fact, and they're going to come and unsubscribe and squash these little creators, when in fact I know damn well that these big creators come in and hop around these channels and take content all the time. It's happened to me a few times, especially from people that I really thought were genuinely for small creators. But what do I know? I'm just a small creator with, 20 to 30 subs max, right? So, but part of that is also me not being consistent with my channel, and I'll work on that. But that's the truth. The truth is that most of these small creators who are really, really trying to not only find summer, but also be rewarded for their time on this platform, researching, thinking of ways to find all missing children, they get squashed because the big ones already got their subs and their views and their members. They don't care about the small man. It's just like any other, hierarchy. So it's just crazy. Yeah, that Harmony was recovered. Right. Yeah. And I know who you're talking about. And matter of fact, she's going to be with me at the vigil. I mean, I don't care either which way about the past or the future. It's about summer only. I am so neutral. I'm Switzerland, but it is very dangerous. It is to say that, but I truly think that she was getting that information that was false there, but she did admit at least that, she's not 100% sure. So she did own up to that. She said, I don't know, but I get what you're saying, Lulu. You're right. Yeah, it's not. I don't play that. If I don't know anything, if I'm not for sure about a case or data, I usually won't say anything about it, or I'll make it very well known that this is speculation, right? Okay. What I was gonna talk about earlier, which is sorry guys, can you hear me? Mr. Eve be calling me during a live. So rude. Sorry. Let me know if you can hear me. And then I will continue.
Let's take I-40 east.
Thank you.
Continue straight for 2 hours and 34 minutes to exit 208A.
2
I-40
hours.
I-65 South Port Knoxville, Huntsville.
Thank you, Waze. Okay. Thank you, Mallory, Lulu. So as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by Mr. Eve, is Blair's Gap. I don't know. I think that is a very good place to start. And here's the biggest reason. I was looking at properties that did not have, buildings and homes and all that stuff. It's just land. And that one by Barrett or Garrett's Hollow near Blair's Gap, one of the properties over there has nothing on it. And I looked on multiple different, maps. Like the Onyx map is really good because it has seasonal maps where you can see no trees, which is very, very helpful when researching Tennessee.
Watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead.
I'm going to turn this off. Hold on. Shush your mouth. All right. So yeah, I was looking there, and it is a light property. It is a light property. I think beside it is a Bernard property. And I think the Parsons. I don't know who they are, and I'm not trying to oust them, but that property has nothing on it, and that would make sense that if someone were to try to, obviously do what we all hope is not has happened to Summer, a property with nothing on it where nobody would suspect anything might be key. And it's only 9 minutes away from Ben Hill Road. Ooh, that's going to cause a problem. I'm going to move out the way too. Mr. Eve calling me again. So, there was a very, very quick stop. And typically when that happens, I put on my flashers real quick. Guys, hold on a second. I'm sorry. I was nice to him-ish. I was a little nice. Yeah, that was a brutal stop. It almost squealed the tires, kind of quick stop. Because it was over a hill. Hey, Jeep girl, I'm glad you're here. Oh man, there's a wreck. Put one in the chat, somebody. Sorry, I always have to ask. Oh, I can hear. I can see my little bubble. Anyway, it just makes sense to me that you would go to a property that no one's going to frequent often, and that nobody would really think twice about. And that property, to my knowledge, from the property records, has nothing on it. Nothing. But it's just land. So I highly doubt the private investigator is going to take any tips and tricks from YouTube creators, right? Hey, Mystic Brady, thank you. I'm doing my best to try to be safe. On center. There we go. Your girl Eve bought the wrong, what's the word? It's like the stand, little clippy stand. I have an iPhone and I bought a Droid stand. Dunce, man. I did do an EVP session. Matter of fact, it's kind of funny because I did one on Harmony Montgomery last night for the mama, for Harmony's mama, but she was too tired. She was like exhausted. So she wanted to do it today, and then saw what happened today. So, and then this morning, a little beautiful yellow butterfly was dancing around like my car and Miss Toddler Eve, and it was really sweet. It was kind of like it was like a message, right? Oh no, 30-minute delay, y'all. If your girl Eve looks tired at the vigil, you know why. I've hit every single wreck you could think of, construction, you name it, I've hit it. So, yeah. So the EVP session that I did was very enlightening. Basically, there is something behind the scenes going down, law enforcement wise. So I don't know if there's a search being planned outside of that private investigator. I don't know. But something's up. Something is kind of being worked behind the scenes. And I feel like truth is coming to light, you know? Full moon tomorrow. It's going to be bananas. There's going to be a lot of high energy. There is already high energy today. So much craziness, you know? But this is the time of truth and enlightenment right now. And you can't hide from it. You cannot hide from the truth. Eventually, it will bite you in the ass. And I really do think that things are percolating. I mean, why would Candace up and leave, right? Why is she hiding? Dawn's coming out of jail potentially in August, right? What's going on there? I don't know if she's scared of him. I don't know. I don't see any comments going, and it could y'all just be chilling, but I don't see any comments anymore. Just crawling like a snail. This is wonderful. It's weird. And see you come in. Thank you for being here. Like commenting and it's stuck on like this weird screen. Anyway, I hope that you can hear me. I don't see y'all can see me. No! Okay, I think you can hear me. Let me know. They were not lying when they said that the It is bad. I rarely get a normal signal. I'm gonna hop off of here. Um, I think the lab's got something coming up that I've really been wanting to watch. It's coming up in about 15 minutes, so you guys go check it out. You guys be safe. I will be streaming off and on tomorrow, so check that out. You guys have a good night. Drink your water. Get some rest. Got a big day tomorrow. Justice for Summer Wells. Bye, guys.